I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit. All right, it's warmed up. I like this. All right. Hold on, wait. Let me pull up. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. I got y'all. I got y'all. Let me pull up chat. Hold on. My fault. Let me pull up chat. Let me pull up chat. I'm pulling up Twitch chat. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yo, what's good? Cool guy. Hold on. Who else in here? Who else is in? Hold on. I'm trying to get everything set up. I might need to open up. Oh wait, I'm tweaking. I knew something was wrong. Hold on. It's gonna be a quick second. Be a quick, real quick. I just need to fix. Cause y'all see this? It's inverted. I don't like that. Gotta fix it. Hold on. Not gonna take up a lot of time. Boom. All right, we straight now. We straight. We good. We good. We good. I just had to fix that real quick. Nothing too crazy. Yo, W Cool got setting up the commands for Nightbot too. I'm not gonna lie, we would not have the command wasn't for Cool. So definitely big shouts out to Cool. Guy came in ropes and he died in his mess. Oh, I know how I feel when I was supposed to. Oh, I know how I feel when you pray hard. It's all yeah. Yo, what's good, Bingo? I don't know if you're still in here. Oh, what's up, man? Wait. It might lag a little bit. I gotta open up Discord. JavaScript was fucking to me. He's hold on. I'm gonna have to I have to save it next. Boom. All right. I'm here now. I'm here now. Got it. Look. How do I add this to like a list? Hold on, man. All right. Hold on. Boom. All right. Cool. Don't worry, y'all. I'm about to load it. Capture. I click on it. All right. Oh, and I got me some more headphones. I got me some more headphones, so there's more music on the way too. Oh my goodness. I was waiting, bro. More it's more I was finally able to get more headphones. Finally early to a stream, W Bob gang. W Bob gang. Hold on. I had to make sure this
Let's get right into it. Number 7. When Teeth Go Boom.
hold on. Pause. Horrifying history facts they definitely skipped in school. I don't like where this is starting. It says when teeth go. Nigga, were people blowing up their teeth?
In the 1800s,
Hold
people
on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. That definitely wasn't in 720.
experienced something terrifying. Their teeth would literally explode. Imagine having the worst toothache of your life, the kind of pain that makes you think there's a tiny demon living in your tooth, running around the house like a crazy person, dunking your head in cold water, trying anything to make the pain stop. Then suddenly, bang! Your tooth literally explodes into tiny pieces. The explosion sounds like a pistol firing right inside your mouth. The blast is
What?
so loud that it causes temporary hearing loss. This happened to multiple people between 1817 and 1874.
Yo. So let me get this right. Let me get this straight. Process. Put my thinking cap on. Get to the bottom of this. You wake up one day, right? Hold on. Okay, okay. I'm put it into perspective. Exactly. I'm about to put it into perspective so y'all can try to put yourself in their shoes, right? So let's just say you got work. You gotta wake up early in the morning. I say you probably gotta wake up 5 o'clock in the morning. You got work at 7. You gotta get ready and everything. So you wake up like 5 o'clock in the morning, brushing your. Well, actually, back then you probably not brushing. So you get up, you getting dressed and everything. Probably get in the bath. They had baths, so you probably get in the bath, not the shower. You probably get in the bath. Sitting there in the bath, you relaxing, like you soaking in the water, chilling. The tooth start hurting real bad. Like somebody like it's like you're getting punched, but only in that one tooth. Like you're not getting like punched in the face. They're like they're punching you in the tooth. It, it's thumping. It's like a bad headache, but in your mouth. And then try everything you can to get, and then it blows up. Like not like the pain gets much worse. It explodes. Your tooth explodes in your mouth. Teeth pieces going everywhere, down your throat, all into your gums. You got teeth shards in your gums. You probably didn't cut your throat up. What do you do? You lost. You lost that life. You can't. What do you do? Where do you go from there? Like, I mean, you still got to go to work. Bro, I don't know.
A reverend from Pennsylvania had it really bad. After his tooth exploded like a tiny firecracker, the intense pain was completely gone. The cause might have been the metal fillings dentists used back then. They'd mix different metals like tin and lead, sometimes in the same mouth. This accidentally created tiny
Oh,
batteries inside people's mouths. These dental batteries would produce hydrogen gas inside the tooth, creating a pocket of explosive gas trapped inside,
gee.
just waiting for a spark, maybe lighting up a cigarette, or even just the right chemical reaction. These explosive teeth cases mysteriously disappeared after the 1920s, probably because dentists finally realized that turning people's mouths into chemical weapons wasn't the best healthcare strategy. Modern
That,
dentistry might
yo,
not be as
that's
exciting,
actually.
but at least your fillings won't turn your mouth into a minefield. Number 6. Mummy powder smoothies. In medieval Europe, pharmacies didn't just sell pills for headaches. Instead, the shopkeeper might pull out a jar of ground-up mummy, actual human mummies from Egypt, crushed into a fine powder.
All right. Whose idea was what? Which nasty man decided that this was a good idea? Somebody had to pass on it. Like somebody had to be like, yeah, like that's a great idea.
For hundreds of years, Europeans were literally
All
eating
right,
mummies to cure their ailments. The whole thing started because of a translation error. There was this healing substance called mumia that came from the Middle East. But someone got confused and thought actual mummies had the same healing powers. So merchants started digging up Egyptian tombs and shipping the mummies to Europe.
Wait, so they were just hold on. Okay, 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 okay. So just because one nigga can't breathe, everybody just had mummy smooth. One nigga was like, they sound alike, so they must do the same thing. And everybody just started like y'all didn't even y'all ain't think like maybe this is wrong, like maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe like, let's double check. Let's ask around. Let's ask the intellectuals. Let's ask the people that are going to school, like like what's going on. If this is something else. Nobody nobody told them. The old times had some real dumbasses, real smartasses at the same time. I don't know how them niggas came generations. I really don't understand it. Like like the world's dumbest people and the world's smartest people literally
Bungalow says Eugen Feet Picks TikTok account.
actually scared me. I actually, bro. Wait, Yugen has many variations like Ligan, Bopgin, and my personal favorite Slimegan? What? No shot. Okay, bro. I mean, W command, but it, oh, you're a strange man. The command doesn't work. It just did. Oh, you're talking. Oh, you're a nasty man. He's a nasty man. He's a nasty man. Oh no, Bongo, I made the wrong person mod. I made the wrong person mod, man. I made the wrong person mod, man.
It became the world's first international corpse trafficking operation. The demand got so high that merchants started making fake mummy powder. They'd take fresh dead bodies, wrap them up like mummies, and grind those up instead. So people weren't just eating ancient mummies, they were eating their recently
Word
deceased
to
neighbors too.
what?
People use this stuff for everything. Got epilepsy? Take some mummy powder. Bleeding wound? Sprinkle some dead guy on it. Even artists got in on the action. They made a color called mummy brown by mixing ground up mummies with paint. There are probably Renaissance paintings out there made with actual human remains. This went on for hundreds of years until someone.
Hundreds. Nobody. Yo, quick little dinner check. All right. Mac and cheese, ribs, hot dogs, chicken, and dang, that's a feast. That's not dinner. That's a feast. Oh my goodness. No, that's actually crazy. No, that's tough. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's tough. That's actually. Nah, I need that. I need that. I'm gonna need that. I don't know how, but I'm gonna need that. But okay, hold on. Back to back to this. They were rounding up dead people, calling it mummy powder, using it as ailments for wounds, sicknesses, like illnesses, things like that, for hundreds of years. Nobody stopped them. Nobody was like, this is morally incorrect. Like, I don't morally agree with this. This isn't ethical. Who, where was, where was the logic in this? It's like nobody. You know what? I don't even. At least I wasn't having mummy powder. I wasn't drinking no mummy smooth. At least it wasn't me. That's all I can say. At least it wasn't me. Me personally, you have to put a gun in my head to do that. To do what? To well, I mean, they didn't know. Well, actually, no, they did. Talking about Raft. Wait, what do you need help with? Item power. Hold on, I got you. It's been a minute since I played. I gotta. We back, man. We back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Finally
straight to the reaction.
realized eating dead people wasn't good medicine. Number 5. Head holes for headaches. Ancient humans had a unique solution for headaches: drilling holes in your skull. This wasn't just some rare crazy treatment either. Archaeologists have found over 1,500 ancient skulls with these deliberate holes in them. They called it trepanning, and it was basically DIY brain surgery. And most of these people actually survived. We can tell because the bone around the holes shows signs of healing. These people were walking around with actual holes in their heads. They believed evil spirits got trapped in your head and caused headaches and seizures, so their logical solution was to give those spirits an escape hatch. Some people even kept the removed piece of skull as a lucky charm,
That's
because nothing
actually
says
crazy.
good luck like carrying around a piece of someone's skull. They had different ways of making these holes. Some would scrape away at the skull slowly with sharp stones until they got through. Others used hand-powered drills, turning your head into a construction site. Some even cut little rectangular windows into people's skulls like they were installing tiny skylights.
That's
This is actually the oldest known surgery in human history. They used it for everything: headaches, head injuries, strange behavior, depression. But it wasn't all about spirits and magic. Sometimes they did this to help people with serious head injuries. If someone fell and cracked their skull, drilling a hole could actually help reduce the pressure on their brain. So next time you reach for those headache pills, just be thankful you weren't born a few thousand years ago.
That
Number
is
4,
actually
glow-in-the-dark
crazy.
health tonics. In the
Like, imagine. Okay, hold on. So imagine you get a headache, right? You're like, oh my head, oh my head hurt, oh my head, and a doctor comes up to you and is like, follow me, follow this man to a cave, right? It's like way, way back. Follow bro to a cave. There's like a rock bed. Lay down on the rock bed. Uh, it hurts so bad. This nigga pulls out the sharpest rock you've ever seen. They don't even put rocks this sharp on the end. And it's like, wait a second, I got you. Hold on. Do I allow it? All right, bet. You're telling me if I get a headache, I'm finna look like Reverse Flash, bro. So they, like I said, sharpest, sharpest rock you've ever seen in your life. Buddy, get the scraping at your head, like so. Boom, this the rock. This is your head, right? Buddy, get the scraping at your head like this, like Buddy trying to line you up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm about to go back home. I'm going back home. I don't want to be healed no more. Just leave that demon in there. Leave the demon in there. The buddy will find a way out eventually, bro. Yeah, go through my ear or my nose or something, bro. Like, I'm not putting a hole in my head just because I got a headache. And a lot of people probably did that, and it probably worked. It probably worked in some cases. Other cases, they probably had a hole in their head that they were beaming from the pain, like because you just got a hole put in your head, and they still had a headache. That would piss me off so much. Sorry, I'm late, but either you're perfect or you're not me. I man, thinking about my, just thinking about that me, just thinking about that makes my skin. Yeah, bro, it's not. It don't sound fun at
In the
all,
1920s,
like at
pharmacies
all.
sold bottles of medicine
I
that
would never
literally
let them do
glowed
that
in the
to me.
dark. These bottles were packed with something intense, pure radium. The same stuff that makes nuclear reactors work was
Huh?
being sold as a health tonic. The most popular one was called Radithor, marketed as a cure for everything from headaches to impotence. It was basically radioactive water.
They were killing niggas back in the day. They were actually like they were selling poison. They were selling poison to people, and niggas kept buying it. Like, yo, bro. So imagine you're like, imagine you get sick, and you're a kid, right? You get sick, and your parents are like, "Oh, don't worry about it. We have this glow in the dark tonic. It's gonna heal you, right? It'll take a little bit of time, but it'll make you feel better. You're drinking for radiation. You're gonna die in 23 hours. I'm not even giving you a. You're dead in 23 hours. Like tops. That's the longest you're surviving. You're drinking pure. I'm not even. Not even.
Water that could kill you. Doctors were actually prescribing this.
Bro, you throw that hole across the room. One, it's burning a hole in your wall. Two, that shit gonna blow up. The whole house gone, and everybody in it. That whole block is gone. I'm not gonna say the whole block. That's not enough radiation. Like that's not enough. You know, like it obviously takes more. But like, bro, you throw that with enough force, it hit the wrong thing, spark a little bit, nigga, your house is gone, and maybe your neighbor too. You're killing at least 7 people, at least just from throwing that at your wall. You're killing at least 7 people. I'm not even gonna lie. There's no way around.
Stuff. They claimed it could cure
Sorry.
blindness, make you younger,
Yeah, here now. Yeah, here now. Is it back? All right. Oh my goodness. I'm not re-saying everything I said. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know why stream is tripping. I was just doing perfectly fine. But pretty much, I was saying this nigga popping him, like it's a, he. He said he was drinking them like 3 a day, 3 every day. So this nigga drinking radium, like how I drink root. That's all I gotta say.
He thought he was living his best life until his jaw literally started falling apart. His teeth
Wait,
fell out, holes appeared in his skull, and his bones began to crumble. When they buried him,
yo,
Killboy657655 says that shit can kill a damn whale with a sip.
this he. Ooh. Ooh, 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 remember that. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that.
they
Remember
had to
that.
use a
Remember that.
lead-lined
Remember that.
coffin
Remember
because
that.
his body
Remember
was
that.
still
Remember that.
radioactive.
Remember that.
But the
Remember
companies
that.
selling this
Remember
stuff
that.
didn't care.
Remember that.
They were making too much money. They hired young women to paint watch dials with radium paint. These radium girls were told to lick their brushes to keep them pointed. Years
What?
later, their teeth started falling out and their jaws began to rot away. Some of them started glowing in the dark themselves.
Oh, that's kind
The
of tough
radium
though.
craze finally ended in the 1930s when people realized drinking radioactive
Yo, would y'all want to glow in the dark? Like if y'all drunk a little bit of radium every day, like just a little tiny bit, would y'all want to glow in the dark? Y'all think that'd be tough? Like if you just took like a sip every day, you think your jaw would start falling apart, or you would just glow in the dark? I don't know. I might take that chance. I need to find my I need to find my nearest radium supplier. Like, nah, I'm trolling. Bro, cause imagine you start drinking it. It said lamp mode. So imagine, hold on, just imagine you start drinking radium, right? Just like tiny sips every day. And then one day you wake up, excruciating pain, and your jaw is falling apart. I don't mean like your jaw is hurting real bad. I mean your jaw is falling off of your face. Like skin, bone. The bone is where it's gonna start, but your skin is gonna start peeling. Your jaw is just like falling out of your mouth. You can't talk. You can't. You're like you can scream, but you can't scream at the same time. Yeah, no. What could the pros of that even be? Glow in the dark, I guess. Just it makes for a cool freak show, I guess. No, Easy Brad at the circus is probably gonna pay you like $2.25 an hour at the circus. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't take that chance. You making less than the slaves was making. You could go back in the day and make more money than that. I'm just saying, that's crazy. Throw yourself in the trash. Got
water
to,
was
bro.
deadly, but by then, countless people had already been poisoned by their healthy
Oh
glowing
yeah.
tonics. Number 3. When animals went on trial. In medieval Europe, if your neighbor's pig ate your baby, you wouldn't just kill it. You'd take that pig to court. These were full-blown trials with judges, lawyers, and professional executioners.
So Let me get this straight. These niggas were taking animals. Trial. Plead their case to just kill them to give them a fair chance. It's not fair. What are they gonna say? I didn't do it. The niggas can't talk. They can't talk. Pigs eat babies? Yeah. Pigs eat people. I don't know if you knew. Well, I see you didn't know. Pigs eat. Um, if you're ever at a farm and a pig is like looking at you, like actually like staring at you, that pig is trying to eat you. Like that pig wants trying to figure out how it can eat. That actually happened one time. Like they had to put a pig down because the pig was planning on like eating a little kid. It's scary. I'm not gonna lie. That kind of make me scared of pigs a little bit. I don't know how strong them niggas are. Like, exact, Mr. Pig, what do you plead? Oink. What do you want him to say? What do you want him to say? Or what do you want her to say? The pig can't speak. They about to put the pig. They about to put the pig on the. They about to put the pig on the.
The animals would get their own defense attorney and everything. In 1386, a pig in Falaise was put on trial for eating infants on the street. The pig was found guilty. Before execution, they dressed the pig in human clothes.
No, no. All jokes aside, these niggas were just crazy. These niggas were just crazy. They just wanted a reason to kill something. Like they wanted to make killing pigs fun. But I feel like they really wanted to kill people. But since they couldn't kill the people because the people hadn't committed a crime yet, them niggas was killing the pigs. In the probably the cows, maybe dogs. So they put human clothes. This is where it's starting to get like, what are y'all doing type. They put they put human clothes on a pig, then execute. Huh? No. Imagine hearing your homeboy say, "Yo, I can't hang out right now. I got a pig execution." Imagine you're the executor and your wife wants to go on a lovely walk at the park and you get that letter. We need you for a pig execution. Get the hell out of my face. Get the yo. That would make me so mad. Like I would genuinely be upset. Like dead ass. I would be so upset. What is the pig gonna do? Fight back? Kill the pig yourself. It's easy bread, sure. But really? That's a waste of my time. It's gonna take me 2 seconds. It's gonna take me 2 seconds. Y'all could have did that. Y'all could have did that outside. Y'all could have did that at the farm. Y'all did not have to bring this nigga to court. I'm taking the time out of my day to show up to court for a pig. No. Weather for North. What? Weather for North Carolina. Conditions are heavy rain with a temperature of 64. The wind is blowing from hour. Wait, can you check? Can you check the weather for every state? Oh no, I'm not gonna lie. That's tough. Oh, that's tough. I've never seen that on anybody's stream. Oh, yeah, that's tough. Oh yeah, we different. We different. You can check the weather at your state. Yeah, that's definitely tough. Yo, that's actually crazy. Yo, no, that's tough. That's tough for real. That's crazy, bro. W command. Nah, that's
Including a
tough.
fancy new suit. Then they mutilated its head and legs before hanging it in the town square. In 1457, They arrested an entire pig family, Mama Pig, and her 6 piglets, for murdering a child. The court brought in witnesses and experts to testify. The piglets got lucky because there wasn't enough evidence to prove they helped Mom with the murder, but Mama Pig was convicted and hanged by her back legs as punishment. They put all kinds of animals on trial: dogs,
I told you.
cows,
I knew they
horses,
did it to the cows.
even insects.
I mean, I knew they
If
did it to
rats
the
were eating
dogs.
your crops, you could take them to church court. Instead of execution, these pests would get excommunicated. Priests would stand in fields, telling swarms of locusts they're banned from church. There was even a rooster put on trial in Basel for laying an egg. They thought this egg might hatch into some kind of mythical demon creature.
They took a random chicken, dead ass minding his business. Took a random chicken. Like, fuck that. You hatched an egg. We gotta get you going. We gotta get you going. Said, nah, we gotta get you going. Because your baby is gonna be a demon. Your baby's gonna be a demon spawn. What do you chicken say? Bagal? Bagal? I mean, if I was the chicken, all of them niggas gotta go. I gotta take everybody out now. You, him, her, body's body. Like, I gotta take all of y'all out. Y'all just put me on trial. Killed my baby. And then y'all said the reasoning was because my baby was about to be a demon spawn. Y'all gotta no.
The rooster
ARP,
was
I gotta
found
get you going.
guilty and burned
ARP,
at
I
the
gotta get you
stake.
going.
Number 2, leeches.
Wait, what?
Demon creature. The rooster was found guilty and burned at the stake.
Yo, I would hate to be an animal or a person back then. Nigga, there was no winning. There was literally no winning. No, bro. No.
Number 2,
No, bro.
leeches. In the 1800s, if you visited a doctor, instead of pills, he might pull out a jar full of slimy, wiggling leeches. These blood-sucking creatures were basically the Swiss Army knife of medieval doctors. Got a headache? Slap a leech on it. Fever? More leeches. Stubbed your toe?
Oh yeah, I
Leech
heard about
time.
this one.
Doctors believed that all illness came from having bad blood, or too much blood. Their solution was to drain it out with leeches. These little vampires could suck up to 10 milliliters of blood each. That's like filling up 2 teaspoons with your vital fluids. The French were especially obsessed with these little creatures. They were importing millions of leeches every
Oh
year,
yeah, niggas was
like
dying.
they were some kind of must-have
Niggas
fashion
was dying.
accessory.
Niggas
If you
was
went
dying
to a
like
barber
crazy.
instead of a doctor, they might just cut you open and let you bleed. That's why barber poles are red and white. The red represents blood,
Really?
and the white represents bandages. That cheerful pole outside is basically advertising, "We used to drain people's blood here." All this bleeding usually made people worse,
I'm not gonna lie, that's
not better.
actually crazy.
Imagine being sick with the flu, and then losing cups of blood on top of that. The doctors thought they were balancing your body fluids, but really, they were just making you weaker and weaker. Some people actually died from losing too much blood.
Of
But now
course.
leeches are making a comeback in modern medicine. They're used in microsurgery because their saliva has special anticoagulants. These creatures went from being medieval quack medicine to legitimate medical tools.
I mean,
Number
that's
1,
fair.
the agony.
I'm not gonna lie though. I would never let them do that to me. Like if like back then or now. Well, now it's like they have a legitimate reason as to why they should. But back then, them niggas was just taking your blood. Like they were just feeding leeches just for the hell of it. Pretty much. They were just feeding leeches just for the hell of it. I man, I wish they would. I wish they would. I go to the doctor. I'm like, oh yeah, like stomach hurt. Yeah, like my stomach been bubbling. I think I might had a flu. My forehead been hot. And I see them niggas bring out a bucket full. Praise with all of y'all niggas. Praise with all of y'all. Y'all not about to dump a bucket of leeches on me and tell me it's gonna make me feel better. Trades with all y'all niggas. Everybody gotta see me with the hands. Bare hands, ain't no bandages, nothing. Straight hands. I'm not gonna lie, I'm breaking somebody's jaw. I'm breaking somebody's jaw. I can't let that happen.
Foot
I
binding.
can't let that
Imagine
happen.
being a
I can't
5-year-old
let that
girl
happen.
in ancient China and your mom sits you down for a beauty treatment. First, she soaks your feet in hot water until they're soft and bendy. Then, she takes your toes, all except the big one, and breaks them. She bends your broken
Oh,
toes underneath your foot,
I heard about
wrapping
this
them
one too.
super tight
I heard
with
about
silk
this one.
bandages. The bandages are so tight, your feet start turning purple. Every few days, she unwraps the bandages, breaks any toes that tried to heal, and wraps them even tighter. Then she makes you walk around on these broken, mangled feet. The more you walk, the more your feet get crushed into a smaller shape. This torture would continue for 2 to 3 years until the feet were permanently deformed into a tiny triangle shape.
Yeah.
The goal was to get the feet to be just 3 inches long, about the size of a credit card. Tiny feet were considered beautiful and a status symbol, essential for securing a good husband. That's all for
That man, I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to think about that. That's bro.
today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.
Oh, let's see. Next. 12 minutes of highly questionable bird facts. See, that I'm dumping bullets in. Buddy guzzling that fish. Nigga, take your
Don't let
time.
the baby face and lack of facial hair fool you. Us 90s kids are getting old. And one thing they don't tell you about getting old, that birdwatcher phase really comes out of nowhere. You'll just be minding your own affairs, and then one day, unprovoked, you'll be like,
tweaking?
huh, that is an immaculate looking grackle. We laughed, but the whole time he was right. The bird is the word. And is he wrong? Just look at Buddy go. I could watch that for a couple of minutes without getting bored. This is an American woodcock, and I know what you're thinking. They go by a lot of names, such as the timberdoodle, the bogsucker, and the hokum poke. As for the partridge plug,
The what?
by a lot of names, such as the timberdoodle, the bogsucker, and the hokum.
I dare somebody call me a timber doodle. If I'm yo, if yo, yo.
Poke. As for the partridge plug walk, woodcocks eat worms, and it's believed that a cute little
Why
woodcock
they
waltz to
dancing?
us is a
They
category
dancing.
7 disaster to any earthworms below, and the confusion makes it easier for a hokum poke to poke 'em folks. They do their dancey dance in the name of murder. And clearly it takes some time for a woodcock to get the rhythm right. As you can see for this baby bogsucker, the beat is chasing them. They're just faster, but they're trying, and one day they'll get the motion, and that's all you really can do when you're a widow woodcock. Now, if I've gotten older, there's
fair,
one
that's
bird
fair.
I've really grown to appreciate. This is a blue-footed booby. Now, I know what you're thinking. Let's address it. Why blue? We'll get to that, but the blue-footed booby is a seabird of the Sula genus, along with the masked booby, the Nazca booby, Peruvian booby, brown booby, and the red-footed
No shot.
booby.
No
Just don't let poor
shot,
media
bro.
representation fool you. Boobies
No
come in a lot
shot.
of colors, but to be fair,
Bro, did you actually just change the command in real time? The Yugen is a timber doodle? Dang, I might need to bro, I might need to take your permissions away. I might need to get them permissions gone, bro. Yo. That is actually crazy.
you might have only ever seen blue. Well, the blue comes from the carotenoid pigments in the fish they eat. It's really no different from the shrimp that turns flamingos pink. And if you identify as Bugs Bunny,
Oh.
the carrot consumption can tint you tangerine. For bluefoots, the color actually correlates to their health and by extension, how attractive they are to a partner. And there's no stolen valor in this system. Scientists did an experiment where the boobies starved for 48 hours saw an immediate decrease in the brightness of their blue. They took it a step further by taking a male booby, we'll call him a moobie, that already had a female laying
Booby?
egg in his nest and dulled his
Wait,
feet
what did
with
I miss?
makeup.
When did
His
they
mate
start calling these
responded to the
niggas
nerf by
boobies?
laying a smaller egg days later, one with less yolk concentration and therefore less of a chance of living. So yeah, the brightness of a booby means everything and is a literal blue check that verifies their immunological health.
That's
Funny thing,
crazy.
you see the same thing with mandrills. Male mandrills look like they got rear-ended by a snow cone machine because it's a sign of social status. The higher the status, the higher the saturation. But a mandrill that
That's
gets regularly
crazy.
bullied and beaten will lose its cheek color. So that's why alpha mandrills look like they're constantly cotton candy constipated.
I'm
The
not gonna
brighter
lie,
the butt,
that's
the more
tough,
he
though.
procreates. And brighter boobies get more groupies, which is why their
I'm
courtship
not gonna lie.
display
I didn't know the name of that monkey, but I always liked that they had like the colored nose. I always thought that was tough. I always thought that was tough. We got booby bird species for GTA 6.
involves
We about to
boobies
get
flat.
we're about to get everything before GTA 6. Y'all gonna get an album from me. Hell, y'all might get like 2 albums from me. Cool guy is a cornball. Who made that? Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait. You just put the name. Put cornball in their name.
Birds flaunting their colorway. It's like Red Bombs, but for Chris. It honestly looks like they're on a mission not to crease their sneaks,
That's a
and the
crazy
final act of
command.
this
I'm not gonna
dance
lie.
involves the movie
That's crazy
presenting his
command.
partner with nest material. Even though blue-footed boobies don't even make nests. Nah, instead they thug it out on the ground while defecating 360
Why they
until the
keep up
dried
me
product
for?
forms a ring around the nest. Why? Well, as it turns out, boobies
just
have a
got caught
poor
in the
sense of
crossfire,
smell
bro.
but great visual
It just
memory,
happened to
and in
be
a
you.
flock of up to 10,000, they recognize their nest by the specific ring of guano, and guano stands for gonna wanna stay in that ring, because somehow that visual memory doesn't apply to their children, and only chicks inside the septic center get fed.
Fuck. Uh. Hey. I think I got one on the way. And y'all still can't hear me? Yup. I have to end. Oh, y'all can hear now? Okay, bet. Yeah, because I watch the streams from my phone without the sound. So like I watch it without the sound. But I'm watching it with sound now. I mean, I'm not watching it with sound, but like, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. But I was about to say, bro, I think the storm is messing it up. So I was gonna say we might have to do a react stream today. Just have this be a short stream. Cause we can finish this video, but the storm is gonna keep messing it up. Cause it just keeps cutting out and then the sound keeps. So we can finish this video, like we can react to this one, but we might have to end it after that. Cause it's just gonna keep doing that. It's gonna keep cutting out. I just heard the thunder too. Oh. You're gonna watch it like this.
Then don't get fed, they might get massacred by their own mother.
Huh?
Leaving the poop ring? That's not the only way a baby booby can get deflated. This seabird practices siblicide, because again, don't let the internet's unrealistic booby standards tell you otherwise. No pair of boobies are exactly the same. One's always a little bit bigger. And that's okay, it's totally normal, but it does mean the bustier bosom will bludgeon and bully the weaker chick, often while the parents watch the booby get murked like mastectomy. It usually happens when
What?
parents are low on groceries, but sometimes the booby newbie will catch a body just because. The Nazca booby will yeet its sibling out of the nest, even though studies have proven that boobies working together could easily feed both children.
Did I just catch you on the beach?
Alive. Yeah, it ain't all beauty.
That's
being a
actually
booby.
crazy.
Like I said, unrealistic booby standards aside, they come in many colors like the red-footed variety. Also from their diet, and they also use their feet game to secure a mate. Evidently, it might work too well, as not even a predatory coconut crab can resist getting grabby with an unsuspecting booby bird. But there's more than just crip-walking unmentionables in the world. There's also tits. I've definitely grown to appreciate
yeah,
these
I
fleet of
know
flying
those.
popcorn chicken. Really nothing like waking up and opening your blinds to a nice pair resting outside your window. Tits are a large family of
Fuck, Booby
passerine
and
birds
Lost by
seasoned all across the
submission?
world.
That's crazy.
Alright, let me stop waffling. Let's address the elephant in the room. In Eurasia and Africa, they're known as tit birds, but come to America and you'll find they're called
Oh,
So
chicken.
I get why you're confused. You got an Italian plumber with a Japanese creator using their American name. Understandable, that would trip up anyone. Now with the birds with the tit variety, how they got their name is actually pretty interesting. Back in the day, tit was more like teat, and teat was an old English word for little or small, or even the suggestion of something small. Matter of
Okay.
fact,
Oh,
there was a
yeah,
time where
that
it was
makes
used to
sense.
reference a small horse or pony in the very derogatory. For example, no storing of pasture with baggly tit, with ragged with age, and evil at hit. Thomas Tasser. Translation: Tommy had a problem with them horses. But yeah,
That's
petit means
crazy.
little, and if you don't believe me, pardonnez mon français, mais petite means little. So that is un petit pair de tits. Also in old-timer language, mus referred to bird, and the game of telephone turning mus into mouse is how there's now a group of birds known as titmouse. English lesson aside, when it comes to birds, there's a lot of tits in the world.
Blue tit, great tit, long tailed tit, cold tit, marsh tit, and willow tit. You know what?
And they come in all shapes and sizes. My favorite is the long-tailed tit. Look at him. He's like my final boss of bird bias. It's one of Europe's smallest birds because, you know, they tend to keep it pretty putsy, except in Sweden. They got big ones over there. In fact, it's home to the great tit. At about 5.5 inches as far as tits go, they sure are. Can't leave the Americans out, so of course we gotta shout out Sultry Parus minimus, or the bush tit. And representing the aforementioned titmouse is the tufted titmouse of Texas. Obviously they're found in more than just Texas, but ain't no stops in
It gets
alliteration
cold over
station.
there.
But back to my preference, the
Not in
long-tailed
Texas.
tit,
It's obviously
and
not
not
cold
just
in
because of shape, although I do like them round. I don't really have a preference. They're all beautiful. He's just built like a
He
perfect
didn't like that
snowball.
loss.
And
He
something
had to
about
slap
watching them
him.
hang in the air
That's
is just
crazy.
satisfying. but also because they have a daycare system. Nature just couldn't let a long-tailed tit rock, so they have a lot of predators like owls, weasels, and even unnatural ones like domestic cats they can thank us for. The war on
That's
tits
crazy.
means their airborne cotton ball has a high nest failure rate, but the thing is, if their family becomes compromised in the middle of their nesting season in May, because tits usually pop out in the spring, instead of trying again, usually what they'll do is help out a nearby nest. Now the helpers are usually related, but in a study, half of all the long-tailed nests had at least one and usually more recruits helping the cause. As you can guess, the chicks raised with helpers have a better chance of surviving a trip around the sun, and the experience means the helpers' future children have better luck at life. So basically, these birds
Okay,
are the
that makes
embodiment of it takes a village, and it's always a
That's
pleasant
valid.
sight to
I'm
see
not gonna lie,
tits
that's
sticking
tough.
together for the greater good.
I'm not gonna lie. The tits being well, hold on, wait. The little fish. I mean, the little birds. The little birds like helping around and like being a good neighbor. I think that's tough. I'm not gonna lie. I really respect that. I respect these little things. I respect these little. Fuck. Alright. I was by submission. Bro, stop fighting him.
Good. And I gotta say, out of all these birds,
Bro,
I really
chill,
like the
bro,
of
chill.
this one. Also pronounced giz, is a term used by bird watchers to describe the overall appearance or impression of said bird, typically garnered from attributes such as size, shape, flying pattern, posture, coloration. It's all about aura, the vibes. For example, some favor the J work of a booby. Me, I prefer the vibe of a long-tailed tit. Everyone has a preference. Woosah. I hope you didn't think we were done, because we also have the tip babbler of the family Tumulidae.
Tip. Wait, did he say tip babbler?
I hope you didn't think we were done, because we also have the tip babbler of the family Tumulidae. Now you know where the TIT part spawned from, but the babble of it all referenced the constant
tit
babbling
babbler.
sounds they
I
made.
said tip.
And obviously the naming guy wasn't into it. There's a lot of types of old world tit babblers, but probably the most famous one is the fluffy-backed tit babbler of Southeast Asia. And honestly, they're pretty, and I wasn't a believer at first, but I do see the fluffy part coming to play, so having a name with babble, it's kind of disrespectful. Surely someone cares for what a talking tit bird has to say, but hey, they could have been done way, way worse. This is a dick sizzle. It's basically a cardinal you can find in the American Midwest and Central America.
Why they standing
As
like
in,
that?
They have all
They
their
stand like Spider-Man. Hold on, did y'all peep that? I can't be the only one. Did y'all peep that?
It's basically a cardinal you can find in the American
Bro, look at the way they standing. They actually standing like Spider-Man. Maybe I'm making something out of nothing, but them niggas are standing like Spider-Man. Like they're on the little branch thing like Spider. Bro, if y'all look like, never mind.
Midwest and Central America. As in, they have all their hanky-spanky fun times in the US Midwest during their breeding season from about early June to mid-August.
Whoa.
Then, before fall, the symphony of sizzle dicks migrate en masse to Central and
Sizzle
South
dicks is
America.
actually
They nest
a
on the ground,
crazy
and they're
name.
highly territorial and
They're
will run
Aurifar.
fades in the name of property development. So if you walk outside to a hyper-pigmented popcorn kernel running the ones, you sir have a case of aggressive dick sizzles. But considering they're only 5 inches long, you'd much rather hear those words on your front lawn than from a doctor in a clinic. And the same way the morning dove brings you back to waking up in your childhood bedroom, dick sizzle might have been your
Oh.
summer anthem and you didn't even realize it. In fact, that's how they got their name. Apparently after what the naming guy thought their song sounded like in words.
Again, is a tip babbler, bro. You just keep changing it.
And somehow that was enough to get named like an STD. If that's onomatopoeia, I wouldn't want to be ya. Speaking of which, this is the go-away bird of Africa. Same timing as Richard Sizzle. Their lore is that their call sounds like Kowe, which apparently was in the neighborhood of go away. You know, at first I wasn't feeling it, but if I try really hard, I can make myself hear it. Or I could just be getting Barbied again.
Oh, Barbie, those were vintage!
Did he not just curse? The fun thing
He
about them
definitely
is,
said
it's
Barbie.
believed that is an alarm call to warn other go-aways and actually even other animals of predators.
I heard Barbie.
Conceptually, if that's
like,
true,
clear
that's
as
really
day.
cool. And that
Wait, hold on.
actually even other
Did y'all like what did y'all hear? Cause I heard Barbie clear as day.
again.
Oh, Barbie, those were vintage!
Did
Yeah,
he
I
not
hear
just curse?
Barbie.
The fun thing about them is, it's believed that is an alarm
Yeah,
call
okay,
to
I
warn
knew I
other
wasn't
go-aways
tripping.
and actually
I knew I
even
wasn't
other
tripping.
animals of predators. Conceptually, if that's true, that's really cool. And that's it for the onomatopoeia portion. Let's talk about the rough-faced shag. It sounds like a euphemism for the cultural
Damn.
appropriation of canine coitus.
I'm not
really.
gonna lie. I don't know who is naming these birds, but they definitely hate these. They actually hate birds. Like, I don't know, bro. Why he gotta be rough faced? Why his face got to be rough? Like why like bro, you basically calling them niggas ugly to their face and saying that's your new name. Like that's the name of your species. You have to be ugly for the rest of your life. Every generation after you is gonna be dead ugly. Why can't it be soft face? Exactly.
It's a rare seabird
I don't
endemic
know,
to
man.
New Zealand. Shout out New Zealand. A cormorant, if you will. You know what else is a cormorant? I believe you've met. This
Like
aquatic
guts on
attack on
that.
Titan
It's
is
like
also
that.
called a king shag, and the rough face thing comes from the patch of dry yellow skin called the
Oh. Oh, why his eye look like that? That nigga eye look like a swollen lip. That nigga eye look like, oh my god, I don't even want to.
caruncle.
I don't even
Lots
wanna
of
look
birds
at
have this, like the king vulture. By the way, do not Google caruncles on a pigeon. I'm serious, that ruined my whole vibe. For Big Shaggy, the caruncles really swell up and brighten during breeding season. Also, that ring around their eye turns an even bolder blue. It's really no different from the blue of a booby bird. Consider it amorous eczema. And it's not the
That's
weirdest thing a bird will
crazy.
do for attention. This is a sage grouse. And this is the part of the video that might actually get me got. Two things. One, that's a guy.
Am I tripping? Oh, okay, that's his head right there. Are those supposed to be eggs or? You know what? I'ma just.
And two, those implants are inflatable guller sacs that they pop out for female validation. What they'll do is gangs of grouses will gather in groups called leks, that's L-E-K, and they'll display their headlights in a courtship dance that you can
Bro, I
actually
already
hear
know
from
it's-
3 miles away.
Did you just say hear me out? Did he just say hear me out? You're caught, bro. You're caught. You're caught. You're caught. You're caught. You're caught. You're
It's
caught.
very
You're
competitive,
caught.
and they'll spend hours a
caught.
day doing it. And in the center of the lek is the biggest bosom bird, the dominant male that gets to mate
Am I
with pretty much
tweaking?
80% of the girl grouses there. Now let's be honest, you and I probably
They
had
look
the
like
same
it
thought when we saw
hurt,
this.
bro.
How do they avoid predators when they're built like an uppercase cry for attention? Yeah, see, that's the thing though. Grouses have the peacock problem, where their biggest flex often gets them flatlined by predators. Those
That's
chesticles
crazy.
mean guy grouses get griefed by eagles so bad that the ratio of girls to guys can be 2 to 1. But there's another bird that gets their leks in. This is an Andean cock of the rock, and shout out to Peru,
Where's
that is their
Beak at?
national
Oh, I see,
bird,
I
and
see.
that is who you can blame for this. They have
Wait,
one of the
what?
Andean cock of the rock, and shout out to Peru.
Wait, what? The cock of the rock?
One. But there's another bird that gets their leks
You have
in.
to see the
This
vision?
is an Andean
Freak
cock of
no.
the rock, and shout out to Peru.
Wait, hold on.
One. But there's another bird that gets their leks in. This is an Andean cock of the rock, and shout out to Peru, that is their
Andean cock of the rock. Andean cock of the rock. Oh.
national bird, and that is who you can blame for this.
I'm not
They have
letting
one
them
of the
niggas
biggest
think
globes
that,
in
bro.
nature, because that's how they look fresh out the shell. The cock of the rock
Ugh.
will also gather in leks and also put on a show for female attention. I wish I had more videos I could show you, but apparently cock of the rocks are difficult to witness because apparently they're shy and easy to disturb, because even a rock cock can get performance anxiety. Again, it happens, it's totally normal. I mean, not to this guy, but with a name like Superb Bird of
What is
Paradise,
that?
thinking otherwise would be
That
a
nigga look
failure
like
of
a
your
demon. That demon
expectations.
is
But whether
chasing
you
that
see it or
bird.
not,
What
the
is
bird
that?
of Peru really knows how to rock
Yeah,
out with
just
this guy.
look like a
That's gonna be it for this
demon.
video. I feel like with all the chess jokes I made, it's only right that I donate to the breast cancer organization. So link down below if you'd like to do so as well. Also, did you know 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer? Stop playing with y'all health. Go get screened. A dead boobie's a terrible thing. Also, I feel like I keep forgetting to plug the fact that I have a Patreon, so if you'd like to support this nonsense beyond just subscribing, the link will also be in the description. But as always, honestly, I'm not really
I'm not paying for that Patreon. I ain't gonna. I'm keeping 100 stacks. I'm not paying for that page. But shouts out to him. 1 million views, nigga. Got almost 4 million subscribers. He don't need my money. I promise he don't. I promise he don't need my money. I promise he don't. Promise. Wait, was this April 4th of this year? Yeah, this year. Oh yeah, he's straight. He good. He good. He good. He good. He good. He good. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Not gonna lie, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Not gonna lie, y'all. About to get up out of here. W stream, W hour stream, W reacts. I don't know if we got any clips, but if we got clips, then W clips. Dugan, more like Ligan. Oh yeah, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. That's crazy. You know what? I'm actually okay with that. I'm okay with that. That's fine. I do be lying sometimes. I don't lie all the time though. Only lie on occasion, like when I really need to. Anyway, W stream, W supporters, W viewers, W hour stream. I hope y'all enjoy. Um, hopefully we can. Not even hopefully. We're gonna get a longer stream tomorrow. We're gonna do more tomorrow. We're gonna play games tomorrow. We're gonna react tomorrow. We're gonna have good reacts. We're gonna get good clips. We're gonna vibe out. We're gonna have fun. And God bless. Y'all have a great night. I love y'all to death. Um, yeah, I will see y'all in the next stream. Peace.